yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Put the back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with 2 guns drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got a tool and a vest out to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for a sucker nigga to flex. Show him this ain't the squad for a nigga to test. Pimp, my nuts too large and we way too fresh. Work well with 9s, AKs, and techs. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna beat, nigga, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Put the back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Put the back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh! In the air, now. In the air, now. Hands 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 in the air, now. Get your hands in the air. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 That shit was crazy. Nigga X about me, nigga X about me, nigga X about me, nigga X about me. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. Nigga X X about me, nigga X X about me. I'm a hustler.
This for all my niggas that's going through the struggle, that's on the grind. All my niggas that ever had to hustle to get at a dollar, this for y'all, man. Personality change, man. The Kid Cassidy. This for the hood, man. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I got the product, narcotics for the customers, homie. Fiends open, they be smoking like a muffler, homie. Niggas phony, so I only got a couple of homies. If you a hustler, I could fuck with your homie. You spend a couple bucks, I stay in touch with your homie. I get money, I get 20 a K. I got 20 strips, all doing 20 today. Hey, I get cake from buds and haze, I'm making dubs. They hating cause I'm on the grind like I'm making love. When cops got the block hot like Jamaican clubs. Cop wait for a drought and then make it flood. Try to take my cake, you gon' take a slug. But you can take my information if you taking drugs. Cause I could sell raid to a bug. I'm a hustler, I could sell salt to a slug. Cause
I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. Nigga X about me, nigga X about me. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. Nigga X about me, nigga X about me. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler.
I'm married to the game, same bride, just a new groom. I do more than just do tunes. Cause my bills coming too soon, my son gon' be too soon. Royalty checks come like once in a blue moon. But I'm getting my dough from doing shows. I made more dough on the grind than gon' gold. That's why I stay fly and flogging on hoes. Floss is so cool in the Austin, no shoes. Just a rubber band on my wrist, no jewels. I ain't gotta prove I'm rich, I'm no fool. I know the rules and I ain't got time for it. But a nigga will shine when it's time for it. And they will hate you, deal with the real cake. And they on the corner from morning till real late. I deal waiting, if you bastards doubt me, I'm a hustler. Ask about.
I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. Nigga X about me, nigga X about me. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. Nigga X about me, nigga X about me. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler.
To get paid, you got saved, don't be spending the change. In 5th grade, I was hustling my Genesis games. I was dumb young, selling chewing gum to my classmates. On the cash chase, moving at a fast pace. Never been a dummy, never did what the dummies do. So I had to mill to burn before I turned 22. More money, more problems, it's true. Cause the more money I make, the more problems for you. Yeah, I use dude voice, props to the boy Sean. He made it a hot line, I made it a hot song. So stop drawing, man, you gotta respect it. I'm the best Swiss, got it perfected. Don't mess with C-A-S-S-I-D-Y. Cause I became the best when B.I.G. died. The kid do it big like P-U-N. Cause I'm nice like P-A-C with the P-E-N.
I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. Nigga ask about me, nigga ask about me. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. Nigga ask about me, nigga ask about me. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie.
This for all my niggas that's going through the struggle, that's on the grind. All my niggas that ever had to hustle to get at a dollar, this for y'all, man. Personality change, man. The Kid Cassidy, this for the hood, man.
Crescent Ballroom. Crescent Ballroom, what's up? Brandon, can I get a light up here, por favor? Brandon is holding you down at the bar tonight. Give it up for B. Straub. Okay, all right, all right. It seems I only have the front half of the room. How's the middle of the room doing back there on the tall tops? Okay, all right, all right. How we doing back there? Doing good? How's that table over there doing? Where y'all coming from? Coming from the ball game? There we go. Let's get some attention in this motherfucker. What's this table right here doing? The right table, full of comics. Hey, comedians. You guys want to shut the fuck up so we can start the show? Yeah? Oh, there we go. Hey, give it up for the comics that are here. They're like, we flew in for a comedy festival. Let's not watch any of it. Give it up for the comedians on Bird City Comedy Festival. This is the tail end of the Bird City Comedy Festival. How many of you guys are here for it? Good. Good. That was a middling clap. There was one person who's too drunk to tell where he is at all. How's the bar doing back there? Always not listening how we like them. How's the right side of the room? I got Dom, got Dia, got Ryan, got a whole squad over here. Got the Trevisos in the house, Conrad Mizzet. Ooh, Casey Courier is here from Stand Up Live to do some talent scouting for some people who are guests. Yeah, for Casey, he might book some guests on his Stand Up Live comedy stage. Some people that don't need to be up there on the Stand Up Live grand comedy stage. How's the left side of the room doing? My sister is in the house. My sister. We got home. We got Andrew. We got motherfucking Jess Dykstra. Got black people. What up? What's good? See some black people in Phoenix. You're like, shit, are we in Wakanda now? Fuck. It's hot enough to be Wakanda. All right. Now that I've bombed the room. Guys, this is This Week Sucks Tonight. There's a weekly show we do here at Crescent Ballroom every Thursday at 11 p.m. My name is Anwar Newton. I'm your host. Please clap. It is expected and demanded. I don't get up at 11 p.m. for niggas not to clap. All right. This is the Bird City Comedy Festival, so we're going to have a lot of performers tonight that are actually performing all weekend. So that'll be a joy to see, or it won't. You never really know, do you? You never really know how anybody's feeling when they tell jokes. I have This Week Sucks Tonight mugs. We still have the mugs, so if you're a coffee drinker and you support local shows, Come and get yourself a mug. This is a classy-ass design. That's a striking color palette. Might fuck up your kid's life in the morning when you pour that Folgers. They were like, damn, I didn't understand art till I saw that mug. Without further ado, we're going to get through a lot of guests tonight, and we're going to get through the news. This is a news programming show where we bring misinformation to the people. And without further ado, I will introduce my co-host for the night, the 1% himself, the far right, the person that is responsible for your taxes going up this week, the person that will vote for Trump 50 times as long as he's the dictator in power. Give it up for Michael James Turner.
How we living? Ooh, little yang. And also, you know, I write in for George Bush every time. I still write in for King Bush.
Still right in King Bush.
King Bush is coming back to power, but I'll deal with the right wing being in power. Also, I want to give a shout out, everybody. If you're in here for Bird City, we're doing a special on these mugs. If you're specifically if you're here for Bird City, you can get it for $9.11. $9.11, and I think it's a nice little nod to all your sets this weekend. So I think shout out to Building 7.
All right,
So here we are.
we're off to a hot start.
I'm Mike.
Yeah, that's Mike.
$9.11.
$9.11. And 11 cents. That's a good
Venmo.
pricing.
We'll do Venmo.
Good pricing model. How you doing this
Cash.
week, man?
I'm doing good, man. It was, you know what? It was a good little week. I had.
What'd you do this week,
I
man?
got it in with I had a couple. You know what I did? I had a little 3 screw. Is what it is. Is when you bang.
You had a threesome?
3 girls, all in one day. It was all like, oh, you know what? It was cool. That's what I did.
I think I got a video in my email about that.
Wait,
I think
hold
somebody
up.
had a sex tape out about you.
I didn't film the shit.
I think you just got Kevin Harted.
No.
Yeah, you got Kevin Harted. I got a
Somebody filmed
video.
the shit?
Yeah, go ahead and turn that light
Well,
up.
you
We got
know
a
what? I
video
got
of his sex tape.
Hold on, let me see what I got.
Here's his sex tape right here. This is Mike and his threesome.
Oh, this
Damn, son, you really going at it.
3.
Oh, is that it? That was quick. That was quick. That's it.
Well, no,
Oh, you can flip her
I
over.
got one more, I think.
That flipped her over.
Then what happened?
And a remix of Blue Dabu Dee Dabu Die.
Well, that is actually pretty factual. I do that a lot.
It looks like a fourth
what happened with
person
the
is
third
there.
one?
Looks like that is Mike's sex
I didn't know I
tape
looked
right
like
there.
that in public. That's weird.
Yeah. I think everyone sees you like that.
No.
That's your spirit animal
that's a
and the
beautiful-
actual animal
Beautiful
that you are.
metaphor for the man I've become. I'm sure my mother's happy. Shout out to Mimi Turner.
Oh, Mimi Turner, who's on the wall twice. If you guys don't know the wall, we change the wall up every week. The wall last week, I changed Mark Zuckerberg for the Facebook deception. Always
reason
our baby
behind my
faces
mother.
are up here. We have 2 pictures of Mimi, Michael Turner's mother, that we put
My
up here.
mom right there,
That's
looking
his
over
mom
us.
on that side, and then we
You
put a
can- you
second
can-
picture of of his mom up here.
You can clap for my mother if you want.
Yeah.
You can clap for my mother.
And we got
She gave birth.
And we got DJ Envy up there for getting mad at Deezus and Mero and walking out. So he's been on the wall for a couple of weeks for being a bitch-ass motherfucker.
Is that what he did?
But we'll replace his face now with a bird because it's Bird City. So I got a bird up there for the Bird City motherfuckers. But we did get a video. So Mimi caught wind that we had her face on the wall twice.
Well, she didn't want it on once.
She didn't want it on once, so we put it up there twice.
No.
So she sent another video after she saw that the faces were on the wall twice. So here we go. Here's Mike's mom after seeing her face on the wall twice.
She's pretty getting good with the FaceTime.
Hi, Anwar. It's Mimi. I understand there are 2 pictures of me on the wall. Well, if you would like to go ahead and put a 3rd picture of me on the wall, I may like it.
Oh, now she's
Thanks.
coming around.
Now she's coming around.
So here we go.
Hold
I got
on,
a third
this is a
picture.
switch
There's a
up.
third picture on the wall.
And she's sending you direct. Is she texting you these videos?
She is in my DMs
Oh
hard,
my
my
God,
G.
How are you getting these videos?
She is in my DMs.
She has hit me on red receipt.
Dude,
for
I think
several
I've
weeks.
received every emoji that there's possible from a mother.
She hasn't even hit me up since
She
Ash
sent me.
Wednesday.
She sent me a fire truck emoji with a notepad. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
That's fucked up. She used to just send me gun emojis until they changed it to the green one.
Yeah, she wasn't.
She
wasn't
doesn't fuck
down
with that.
anymore.
That was where she stood against.
Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck
She
it
did
up.
not like Apple when they changed that gun.
Oh, man. All right, so we got to the wall change. We got to discuss what Mike has done this week. So now we get into this day in history.
Shout out to my dude.
Every week we
There he
cover
is.
the events.
Hey, how many Justin Biebers were around during that presidency? How many during this one? 1-0. That's a W for King Bush. That's all I'm saying.
Not
Shout
a
out
king.
to 9/11.
He's not a king.
Shout out to Building 7.
He's not a king. He was never a king.
He's my king. I say it every week. It's not how you start 9/11, it's how you end it. It's how you react to it.
There's a black lady laughing way too
It's how
hard.
you
at that.
react to 9/11.
That's
It's not how you started, it's how you
His
react.
signature black laugh in the corner.
Shout
That black laugh can be heard at Thanksgiving when somebody's dish is made fun of. That black
Somebody- yeah,
laugh
she's
can be
out.
heard.
See, that's either
That-
the
that's a
reaction to a 9/11 joke or somebody clowning on some sweet potato
Yeah,
jams.
that's either a laugh at a 9/11 joke or laughing at one's kids when they realize they got nothing for Christmas. That is, those are two different kind of laughs. They do
King
sound
Bush.
similar.
Shout out to the Iraq War. Shout out to the Afghanistan War.
All right, so let's get down. Don't shout out the Afghanistan war. That was a long one. So first up on this day in history, in 1795, Ludwig van Beethoven, at 24, has his debut performance as a pianist in Vienna. For you musical historiologists, or how the word, that's probably not the word, historians? Historiologist is like a medical thing.
He hit
isn't
an
it?
open mic, like all you.
He
in the
just
back.
need an
He just
open
hit
mic.
He's like, you know what? I got these keys.
I mean, without Beethoven, there's no Kendrick.
no Kendrick.
There's no Kendrick.
That's true.
We actually have a little bit of audio from his first performance in Vienna. Here's you hear the music here.
Oh, this is beautiful.
This is amazing.
Oh, this is great. Oh, I love it.
Picks up.
Oh,
Guess
this
who's
is-
back?
oh yeah. Hey.
Man, that shit was
I
lit.
never know.
That shit was lit in 17 something, right? That shit was popping. Damn. Wow.
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back?
Wow.
Beethoven.
Beethoven's back. I
He's
didn't know
back.
I didn't know he ever left.
He's back for the first time. That's a
Back for the
ludicrous
first time.
reference.
It's a ludicrous
A
album.
ludicrous
Yeah, it's
reference.
Good ref. Deep ref.
Wow, deep breath. Take a
Deep
deep breath.
breath.
It's time for deep breaths. All right,
I
next
love
up on this day in history, in 1973, the U.S. pulls out of combat with Vietnam. Yeah, you know what they forgot to pull out, though? The heroin needles from those Vietnam vets.
Oh. Shout
We
out to
support the troops.
Shout out to Chris Tucker and Dead Presidents.
We support the troops.
That's a deep breath. We
Lot
support
of,
the troops.
A lot
Shout
of
out to all
Vietnam
the
vets
troops.
died from heroin,
To
though.
all
You
the
guys should
troops.
really look into it.
Lot of
Yeah,
heroin.
A lot of heroin.
That opiate. That'll get you every time.
Chris Tucker died and Dead Presidents
Chris Tucker's passed away. He
from
didn't make
heroin.
He didn't make it to the third act.
Chris
I don't
Tucker
think.
is dead from heroin right now.
That's gonna get you every time. Shout out to Requiem for a Dream. Shout out to all that stuff.
Jesus. Last up on the This Day in History, in 2007, Rihanna releases her hit single "Umbrella" featuring Jay-Z. Stays
Oh,
7
yeah.
weeks at #1. Look at her. She's like, listen, I could
Really?
be the last. I could be the last airbender. Let me show you.
Oh my God. She
She's
can
like,
be,
I'm a water bender.
She can be my last everything. The things I would eat out of her asshole. I'm so. Oh, it's a hot mic.
That
I'm
is a
sorry
hot
about that.
microphone. You got to turn the microphone off before you say those
Oh,
things.
that's my bad.
She stayed at 7 weeks at #1 at U.S. Billboard Hot 100. 7 weeks is the same number of weeks that Black Panther was at #1. So at 7 weeks, the power of the #1 spot was stripped away from Rihanna.
The power of
The
Black
power
Panther
of the Black Panther
has been stripped away.
has been stripped
You
away.
think that's what he did?
They're stripped away.
You think Forrest Whitaker hit her with that?
Forrest
note seven?
Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker
He
was
put
like,
that hand on the forehead, said the power of the Black Panther has been stripped away.
he's stripped away.
And look, she's by the waterfall too. Look
Yeah,
at her.
she's about to go off
She's
the
right by the
waterfall just
waterfall.
like Black Panther.
That's crazy.
She is the Michael B. Jordan of R&B singers,
You
isn't
know? Is this your king?
she?
That's what she said right after that. That's the second verse, actually.
Yeah, okay.
That's what that song was
that's-
about.
No,
And then it was taken off. Umbrella was taken off the charts. I heard by Fat Joe's "Make It Rain,"
that's not
and
true.
that's just a fun pun about weather.
That's a fun pun about weather. That's
Yeah.
a jokey weather joke
Make it rain
that
on
you
these
can hear
hoes.
anywhere at a bus stop by a middle-aged man.
In the interest of full disclosure, "Make It Rain" came out in '06.
Okay.
Also during the Bush administration. You're welcome.
All right.
Was Lil Wayne good in the Obama years?
No, we're not going down this road again.
Lil
You've
Wayne was
already
good
explained how
in
King
the
Bush
Bush
is the best.
administration,
That's
Lil Wayne
enough.
dropped 3
Michael,
Carter
please.
albums.
Michael, we have a long show.
Okay.
So let's talk about the birthdays this week. We like to celebrate the birthdays of the celebrities. So here's a few birthdays we found. Lucy Lawless turns 50 years old. Look at that. You guys remember watching her throw that discus like Captain America? Bam, bam, bitch, hit a rock in my hand.
When you couldn't get Cinemax late night and you hit up UPN? I could jack off to this.
You know, Xena Warrior Princess got real weird. I know some of y'all don't remember it, but it started off all like Warrior Princess-like and like, yay, women can fight the fuck out of things. Then it got a little weird. It went to this. They were like, how about you like in a kitchen, you fight niggas? They're like, I fight with pots and pans. And then it was like, you know what? Fuck the medieval times. Get in a birthday cake. I don't even give a fuck anymore.
Oh, no. Was
Get
that
in a
the film?
This is an actual episode of Xena Warrior Princess in medieval times. No one remembers this, huh? None of y'all remember this. I remember this
I didn't know they
episode.
had whipped cream in 0 BC.
This episode got me through all of 6th grade. Next up on the birthday wire, in 2336, Deanna Troy will be born in Star Trek Next Generation.
In 300 years, she will be birthed.
Who said we can't get nerdy?
Who's it?
Look at
She got a
she's
little baby Worf.
Yeah, she's clearly hugging a small black child after finding out he can't go to a Migos concert. She's
First
like,
of all,
it's okay, you wrinkly-headed black boy.
That's a Klingon, and now you're racist.
Okay. Well, she's clinging on to that little black boy. I'll tell you that
Oh,
much.
there he
Yeah.
is. That's a fun pun.
All right, so last up on the birthday, we found a weird birthday to make fun of. Mark Thomas turned 17 years old. Now, none of you should know about this person, of course.
But think about your emotions right now. Look at that picture. Aren't you all deeply offended for some reason? Just looking at that photo? You're like, if he's not related to the Carters, then I hate him even more.
He does like the
That's
baby
the only
Carter.
reason it would make any sense.
So it is an R&B singer, and once we saw this birthday, we were like, who is this motherfucker, right? Who the fuck is he? So we went and looked at some of his music videos, and we'd love to show you some of his music, if you don't mind. First song we have up from Mark Thomas is a song called Selfie. I'd like to think a lot of his music is innocuous for kids. He's a young kid. So let's take a look at that music video. Let's get those lights off. Let's see what he's got over
He's
here.
14 in this.
Okay. I already don't like it.
Hey baby girl, I got to see you right.
Look how he went under those.
First of all, look at this. The director is like, we gotta get
some action
Hey
shots.
baby girl,
Go
I
under
got
it.
to
There
see
you
you
go.
right now. Cause if I don't, I'm gonna go crazy, babe.
What are you doing? What do you see? It's like, what if a dude walked up to you and was like, baby girl, baby.
And she's like, I'm choking. I'm at the lifeguard stand. I'm
Baby
clearly here for different reasons. I don't know
girl.
why you're bothering me.
Baby. Oh,
Should
that's
I have
good.
a shitty body?
Real holly, you know me, girl.
Hold on, is that body? Look at that body. That body looks familiar. It looks like Mike Turner without a shirt on.
That's
Look
the
at
similar body definition
Similar
of
body
Michael
definition.
Quick to hop up on the first plane ride out.
He's like, I just watched 50 Drake videos. I'm ready to holler. I'm ready. I'm ready.
How do you get ready?
How do you get where I watch 50 Drake
50
videos?
Drake
50.
videos.
There's a
Usually
number.
the ones with
So that's
Rihanna.
like a pretty it's an innocuous video for a little kid. Then we dug a little deeper. Here we go. So there's this other video. I won't tell you the name of it. Wait till we get to the chorus. If you can make it to the chorus, I'll get you a drink, because this is going to hurt. We got the lyrics up here so you can read what he's saying.
I must
Strap
be
in.
out of my mind. Got a good girl, she fly. I don't know what I be doing. She like a 10 out of 9. Yeah, I know where this is going.
9.
He's like,
First of all, that's dumb as shit. I never rated anybody out of 9. There's a 10 scale.
It's a 10 out of
9
10.
She's like a 9 out of 10 out of 9?
10 out of 9.
How you be a 10 out of 9?
Hey, Mark Thomas, what's your next song gonna be? I'm just gonna sound like Travis Scott.
Know what I be doing. She like a 10 out of 9. Yeah, I know where this is going. I guess you know it. You know it. They say you can find your heart where your
we
time
go.
spent.
Building up.
Lately I've been in the
Show
old,
about the
wondering
drop.
where the time
Hold
went.
on. Young white girl in front is rocking to this shit. She is a teacher about to touch a young child right
Well, I
now.
think
Keep blowing up my line,
know
cause
the
you
beat
think
by
I'm
it.
lying. I can't find, I gotta
Don't
go
grab
for
it.
mine. I
Don't
think I'm
grab
falling
it.
for my side.
Ow!
Wait. I think I'm falling for my side chick? Nigga, you are 17. How you got a side chick?
Falling for my side.
All right, black people, I blame you. White kids should not be talking about I got a side chick. We fucked the game up. I blame Drake. I blame the Migos. I blame Travis Scott especially for giving him his rap style.
Well, you know me. I'm never going to blame white people for anything.
This dude looks like Jenny Slate, doesn't he?
Who's that?
That is Jenny Slate. She cursed on SNL and got kicked off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, she could get it.
Okay. That means you want to fuck Mark Thomas as well.
Well, I didn't say I didn't. Shout out to my frat boys.
Okay, that is enough.
You
That
guys
is
know how
enough.
to do it.
All
I didn't
right.
ask his age. Well, how old is he?
Last up, we're going to go through the deaths of the week. The only thing that died this week was the joy of liberal America after seeing the Roseanne remake raking $18 million. Look at Roseanne laughing at you liberal motherfuckers. Like, you thought I wasn't going to hit the shelves? Look at her.
Y'all forgot about middle America, you dumbass bitches.
You dumb motherfuckers.
You dumb motherfuckers. You
thought
still with
Roseanne
her or
was
you
gonna
with her
hit?
now? You with her still? You with her now? What are you with?
Who's with who? You know who also died on this day? Jesus died at 0 PC.
Ooh, he did.
Tomorrow's Ash Friday.
I don't think it was. I think it was. He was at the Last Supper, and Judas was looking sketchy right now.
That's
what it was.
That's not what happened. That's not what
2018
happened.
years ago, they were like, "This would be a nice meal. This is fun, JC."
Yeah, your homie Judas was in
This
the
is
corner.
good." Judas was like, "What is he doing?" Yeah,
All
we
right,
did-
so that's the end of the event. So let's get into this week so far. We're going to cover the top news stories of the week, and then we're going to get our guests up here to perform some of their skills. All right, first up, in this week so far. This week, Parkland High School student, come newfound gun control activist, Emma Gonzalez became the victim of a new level of far-right trolling when they let this Photoshop make the rounds. There's a Photoshop of Emma ripping the Constitution. Here's the real picture. Here's the one they Photoshopped, and it's like a shittier Photoshop. They made her like deader inside. Look how much paler her skin is in the
She
Photoshop.
looks like a zombie version of G.I.
Like a
Jane.
zombie motherfucker over there.
Look at that.
So Emma Gonzalez was the victim of Photoshop warring with the Facebook gun nuts. And we're a little offended here at This Week Sucks Tonight because we are the best at bad Photoshops, okay? I take deep offense to this. Trevor Skies is our intern who does all of our Photoshops.
Shout out
Show him
to
who you
Trevor
are,
Skies.
Trevor. Trevor is our guy who lights everybody, and he does sit
That's
the
the
fuck
light-
down.
Hey, sit the
Just
fuck
sit
down,
down,
Trevor. Turn the
motherfucker.
light
Turn the
off,
light off.
goddammit.
You piece of shit. I tell you to turn the light on. Do the Photoshops and light people on stage, you monster. Okay, so that's Trevor, and we really like him. So, Trevor went ahead and put together some better Photoshops that they could have did with Emma Gonzalez. So here's a couple of better Photoshops at being bad. First off, you could have put her in Alien. That's an easy Photoshop. It's easy. She looks just like Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, real easy.
That checks out.
That's an easy Photoshop. Another easy Photoshop you could have did, put her in Mad Max Fury Road. That's a Furiosa-looking high schooler, right?
Yeah.
Also, if you want to fuck around, she can be a war boy, too. Look just like him. Look just like him. And last but not least, if you want a bad Photoshop, always go the tried and true route and throw her head on the coolest monkey alive shirt. Just go ahead and do that.
No.
It's easy. It's very offensive.
No, didn't he do that?
Did he do
Did
that?
he do that?
Did he did do that? I
Did he
think
did
Diddy
do
did do
that?
that.
Did he do that?
Did he do that?
Did he did 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 do that? Did he do that?
Did he did do
Did he did? Next up on the news.
That's Diddy's new model.
That's Diddy's.
That's Diddy's newest
Shit,
model right
Emma
there.
Gonzalez got a contract with Sean John.
You got Sean John right
And
after
she
that.
is the coolest alive monkey in the jungle. She did not get shot. Give it up for her.
That's fun to be a monkey.
Okay, all right.
I just watched Planet Earth too. That shit is fun, man.
Okay, all right. Next up on the Newswire, spring training was canceled early this week for the LA Dodgers. Dodger Stadium was flooded with shit this Tuesday, and that was just when Yasiel Puig took the right field. So
Ah,
fun
fuck
joke.
LA.
Yasiel-
You little weak ass bitches. Don't come to LA, you sons of bitches.
He's a Cubano. He's a
Oh,
Yasiel
yes,
Puig.
Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel Puig.
He likes the
That's a
Yankees. He's a
Cubano.
Yankee guy.
I
He's from
can't wait
Cuba.
till we
He's
play
a
this.
Dominican
I
Republic.
can't wait till we play the
Oh, I
Yankees.
played the Yankees this
Hey,
year. I played the
hey,
Yankees
put-
2 times.
Put people on right
Oh,
now.
I love people.
I fucking love
I
people
love
right
the
there.
people.
I fucking love people.
Oh, look at that, people.
Daddy Yankees.
I'm Mr. International, Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
I love the Yankees.
The Yankees.
But I love the world. I'm from the whole world, but 305, but also the world.
Hey, Cubano, stand up, Boricua.
Have we figured out if he's Cuban? I think he's Puerto Rican. I don't know what Yasiel Puig is either.
I don't know what a Yasiel
I'll
Puig
tell you
sounds
what,
like.
he's a slap hitter with gap power.
That
is what he is.
Yasiel Puig is definitely what you ruined your marriage over trying to buy at IKEA. It was the Yasiel Puig that broke us
At
up.
IKEA.
I tried to get the Yasiel Puig, and she went crazy. All right, next up on the Newswire, current president and without question the ugliest man on earth to fuck a porn star, Donald Trump, is in the news this week. Donald Trump's approval rating is on the rise, peaking this week at 45% approval. Ooh. When I come back like Jordan wearing the 4-5.
Is that the 4-5?
It ain't to play games at you.
It is not to play games
It's
with you.
to aim at you.
It's probably to maim you.
If I own you, I'm blowing you to smithereens.
Cocksucker,
Take one for the team.
And I need you to
Remember one thing. I came, I saw, I conquered.
From record sales to sold
To
out.
sold out
concerts.
Yonkers.
Motherfucker, if you want this encore, I need you to scream until your lungs get sore.
Okay.
Where's the trumpets at? We didn't get the horns on that one.
I see a lot of people that don't fuck with Hove, and I'm very
They're
not
acting-
into it.
they're
Not
acting-
into it.
They're acting like we told you to sell drugs.
No,
Hove
Hove did that. So hopefully you don't have to go through that.
Okay?
I didn't tell you sell drugs. Hove did that.
I didn't do that.
In other rap news, rapper DMX pictured here looking like, oh, that's a beautiful, hold on, look at this. Look at this dumb motherfucker.
Oh, that's 4-5 right there.
That's how Bo Treviso dances in the club.
Is that the hotline bling?
That's a hotline bling. In other rap news, rapper DMX pictured here looking like he just found out that Lindsay Lohan doesn't have a twin sister after watching The Parent Trap. He's like, that's not two girls? That wasn't two girls? I could have sworn there was a twin sister.
Jeez. That's what you wrote down.
That's the joke I went with. That's the joke I went.
I like that.
DMX had his day in court this week, appearing before the judge for tax evasion, but it was his lawyer, Murray Richmond.
Murray Richmond. We gotta look at this
Murray
guy.
Richmond, which is probably the Jewiest name.
He's more Jewish than Jesus Christ.
Here's a picture of his lawyer, Murray Richmond, right there.
That's right there. That's his lawyer right there.
Murray
That's
Richmond.
A deep ref. That's for anybody over 35.
That is definitely not
that
Sean
understands
Penn.
a true gangster movie.
That's not Sean Penn at all. That is
Penn.
Murray
Murray
Richmond. Murray Richmond, lawyer for DMX.
The quintessential Jewish lawyer right there. Oh, man.
So Murray Richmond told DMX it would probably be a good idea if he played one of his songs in court before the hearing to show the judge what a hard life he's had. And if any of y'all fuck with DMX, that is the worst idea.
That is a horrible
That
idea.
is the worst idea.
It's dark and hell is hot.
So-
has nothing that you want on it.
Yeah. So he ended up playing Slippin',
And
Falling.
Real
Can't
quick
Get
shout
Up.
out to DMX. If he died after that third album, he'd be in the Pac and Biggie conversation. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
He
relax.
just kept living.
Relax. Don't wish death upon DMX.
Well, life can get you down sometimes.
They ended up playing Slippin', Falling, Can't Get Up. But the song they should have chose is this one.
And the judge is just sitting there like, okay. He's
Okay.
screaming, he's
You
angry.
just gonna scream? All right. That was confusing, X.
What's,
Do you have any more? Okay. Uh-huh.
what's he saying? Oh,
I can't hear you.
You don't hear me, though.
Oh, you don't hear? Okay. I can't hear you, though. He played this song. Here's the first lyric right here.
Got blood on my hands and there's no remorse. I got blood on my dick cause I fucked the corpse.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, whoa.
Wow. Wow, X, you fucked
That's
the
what you went
corpse?
That's what you went with?
X, you fucked the corpse?
What if he if he
This
play-
is just simple tax evasion. You fucked the corpse,
I got
though?
blood on my dick because I fucked the corpse.
This is a brand new trial. This is
Mr.
actually
X,
more
can I-
charges
Can
have
I
been
call
added.
you X? I don't know if that was the best song.
Yeah, that's a
choice.
crime in and of itself. You fucked the corpse.
Is this
Interesting.
Is this an admission?
Okay.
That would be the worst lawyer ever would accidentally play that and be like, I apologize.
I
I thought it was
apologize.
track 2. It was track 12. That's an honest mistake. I'd like to play now Slippin'. Yes, they were both DMX, but they're different times in his life. He's slipping in this one. Yes, he did say he was fucking a corpse. Yes, it was the opening of the album. I agree it was harsh. I agree it was harsh.
As
Second
you know, Your
album.
Honor, it is
Swiss
inadmissible in
Beats
court.
advised him on that. I want to tell you, Swiss Beats influenced that a lot.
All right, next up, we have one of our favorite categories. We have This Week in Subtle Racism. This week, we're going to cover the racism that happened this week,
Shout out to Grandma Moody.
as it happens every week in this country. This week in Subtle Racism, Heineken Heineken pulled one of its new ads after Chance the Rapper, pictured here clearly in an audition for the live-action Crash Bandicoot biopic.
Which would be lit. Tomb
It
Raider
would be
just
very
came out
lit.
again.
If Chance the Rapper was in Crash Bandicoot, I'd fuck with it.
Yeah, it's speciesism is what it is.
It's very cool.
They should do it.
This week in celebrations, Heineken pulled one of its new ads after Chance the Rapper pictured here called it racist. So we're just going to take a look at the ad. Let's take a look at the ad. We can all decide if it's racist. Here we go. This is a news piece on the damn fucking article. Heineken has pulled their sometimes lighter is better beer commercial after some criticized it was being racist. So here's the commercial.
We're
Everybody
such
ready?
a good news story. We take other people's news.
Yeah, we take other people's news. We don't create our own. Here we go. So it's passing a black chick. It's passing a black dude. It's passing another black chick on the table. And it's stopping. And who's going to pick that up? A white face there. Oh, no.
To be fair, I've never seen a free Heineken float by that many black people and not get grabbed. So that is a very inaccurate. That's false advertisement, is what it is. But you were saying something. It's my black friend Anwar. So I
That's
can
my
say that.
white friend Michael.
You know?
I don't know, man. I took a look. Like, if you go back here, I took a still from the commercial, and right here, I don't know if it can be racist because this is clearly in Wakanda. That's one of the Dora
That is
Milaje.
clearly Wakanda. Actually.
And actually, if you can see there, the Black Panther's in the
Oh,
distance.
no.
There's a Black
How'd you
Panther
get
there.
that in there? Is that
You want to
you
zoom
saw
in?
my-
That's the Black Panther
Is
down
that a
there.
Trevor
There's the
Scott's
black,
Photoshop?
That's
No,
Black
that's
Panther.
Black
That is a real picture.
You know what's
That
in
is
that
a-
Heineken?
that's
The power of the Black Panther
Panther.
has been instilled in you. The power of the Black Panther has been stripped away. Is this your Heineken?
Michael, stop. All right,
I'm
that's
sorry.
enough. That
Who
is
would
enough.
drink
That
a
was-
light
that was
Heineken?
Inappropriate.
Is this your Heineken?
That is
Brought to you by
inappropriate.
Killmonger. That's what motherfuckers be drinking Heineken. This is the power of the Black Panther. The power
Are you done?
of the Black Panther has been stripped away.
It's been stripped away. Okay, we're gonna move on.
Baba. That's a deep cut. That's in the dream
That's
sequence.
that's a deep se-
Baba. I don't think I'm ready
I
to be
take
king.
the form of the panther.
I don't know if I'm ready. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've seen it twice.
I've
I
seen it.
understand the black
We've
struggle. I've
s-
seen Black Panther twice. I've seen Moonlight. I've seen Get Out. Get Out's in my queue. So you guys get it.
Okay. Next up on the newswire, the Pope this week declared that there is no hell. Hell does not exist. He decided that hell
This
does not
motherfucker
exist.
decided this?
He decided hell does not exist.
What a calm way to say that.
And it's like,
It ain't there.
it's not
It
there.
ain't there. It
That's-
ain't, hey,
that's
I've been,
his
I've been
picture.
stunting on y'all.
Yes,
I didn't know.
He read the paper. He's like, I just read the paper.
I'm reading the paper right here.
There's no hell.
God printed this out. So he's
From
telling
God.
me this coming from upper management. So
There's
I don't know what
no
to tell
God.
you. This is you want to talk to God is what you want to be
Okay.
angry about.
So, if hell does not exist, then how do you explain what happens when Mr. Brightside comes in a bar full of white people?
Oh, don't do this. Oh no.
White people.
This is our power of the Black Panther.
This is the
This
white
is the
people's
power
Black
of the White
Panther.
Panther.
This is the White Panther.
Why do you
Look,
do this?
Trevor's already bobbing his head. Don't
no.
do that.
Look at Conrad knows it.
Oh, they're getting riled up. I gotta cut that short. I'm
Hold
sorry, white
on.
people.
No, don't.
They're getting worked up.
It was only a kiss. Now she's falling asleep.
Okay, you gotta
and
relax.
I'm calling a cab.
Okay. You gotta relax, Mike.
It's like
Here's a picture of
And
the
the
white
banging
people.
on the drum.
Here's a picture of all the people in this bar as soon as they heard it. Look at the nigga right here. He's happy as shit. He's like, Mr. Brightside?
is that Mr. Robot?
That is
on
Trevor
ecstasy?
Skies. That's Trevor Skies.
Is that
right
Trevor
there.
Skies
That's
right
Trevor
there?
Skies.
No,
That's Trevor
Trevor
Skies.
Skies look more like a gay bully from Doug than that. Looks like Roger Klotz out of the closet. That ain't him. So,
All right, so last up
shout
on
out
the
to
news
Patty
wire.
Mayonnaise.
If you guys been following us for the last 2 weeks, it has been March Madness. So we launched our own bracket, Mike's Madness.
Ooh, brought to you by White Monster and Tecate 6ix9ine.
Okay.
Tecate 6ix9ine
That's
is
not,
how we're-
that's not the
Huh?
name of the rapper.
It's Tecate
It's
6ix9ine.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I listen to all the SoundClouds.
It is. No, it's not. It's not
Tecate
Tecate 6ix9ine.
Tecate.
It is not
6ix9ine.
Tecate 6ix9ine.
I love him. He's
So,
Spanish.
so for the
He's
bracket,
Spanish, but he says the N-word on the Breakfast Club. What is that?
Because he's Puerto Rican, and they're all black in
they're
New
good
York.
with that.
They're all
Okay.
black in
He
New
loves
York.
the Yankees.
Puerto Ricans are black in New York. I dare you to test a Puerto Rican in New York. They'll call you an N-word, then they'll stab you.
Well, you know I'd never go past 125th Street, so.
Be young, 100. So, for Mike's Madness, we're going to get through the bracket. Here's all the seeds. I'm going to read all the seeds real quick. These are all of Mike's sayings that we put in a bracket. We told you guys to bring the bracket. If you don't have the bracket, well, then you fuck, because we got some pretty damn swell prizes. So, here are all the sayings. Number 1 seed was shout out to Building 7. Number 2 seed was shout out to 9/11. Number 3 seed was I've seen Moonlight, which he said already.
I said that once.
He said, I'm Mike, I listen. This is a white woman's stage. The stage is yours. This is my black friend Anwar. I've seen Get Out. Shout out to King Bush. This is brought to you by Tecate. This is brought to you by White
I
Monster.
am too predictable.
This is a hot mic. That's my grandma. You said all of these already. You've said all of these already, son.
Oh, this is literally
I'm
just
Mike.
me.
I own property. I rent to own, and you're doing great, sweetheart, which you'll hear later.
I haven't. I almost said that when you opened, but I didn't say it. I thought you were doing great, sweetheart.
Fair. So we narrowed it down. If you follow the last 2 weeks, we narrowed it down to the final 4 of Mike's Madness. And let's bring up our sports commentators going to help us get through the show. Yeah, get up here.
Who we got? Oh, we
It's
got Dickie
Dickie
V.
V.
We got Dickie V.
Get out of the way,
hey,
Dia.
Dickie V.
Got Dickie V.
Oh, Dickie V, baby.
Dickie V. Give it up for Dickie V,
look at
guys. Give it up for Dickie V. He's
Dickie
here to help
V is
us.
here. Oh, yeah,
With the
baby.
Final Four. Can you believe it, baby? I can't believe it. Mike Madness is here. There's nothing better. I love. Let's see the picks. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
So
I don't think anybody in the room can believe it at this point.
They
First-
shouldn't be able to, because I can't.
all
Here
right.
we go.
All right, Dick Valentine is here to
Dick Valentine.
get through
Dick
Mike's
Vitale.
Madness. So
Dickie
first, number
Valentine.
1 seed, Dickie. Who do you think is number 1? The one who made it to the first bracket. Look, we got the stage is yours. Made it to the final 4.
Oh, there we go.
Stages, I mean, he says it every week, and how could it? That's a pick. I would say that's the number 1 overall seed
All right.
forever.
Number-
if I'm planting a garden, I'm putting your stage is yours in my fucking garden.
Okay. All right, Dick. It's a
It's a seed. It's a seed pun.
It's a
there.
broadcast
That's a
show.
seed pun. That's a seed pun.
Okay, so
All
next
right.
up,
We got-
Dickie V. Look what we got here, Dickie V.
Shout out to Building 7.
That's going up against it.
That's OG 9/11 conspiracy in your
Okay.
building, baby. No pun intended on the building. Building 7. Shout out to it.
Okay.
It ain't a conspiracy. It actually fell down. You guys need to look into it.
Okay, next up we have I've Seen Moonlight made it to the final 4.
Yes.
I've seen that's an
Baby.
OG. That's one of the originals.
That's why I don't go to beaches anymore with young black men.
Full disclosure, as a 50, 60, 70-year-old white man, I have not seen Moonlight. I don't know what this is about. I think it's a movie about black people. I think that's why it's here.
It's deeper than that, but Janelle Monáe's in it. so
Janelle Monáe's in it. You should
that's
pay
all I
attention.
know.
Last up, you're doing great, sweetheart. So this is the final 4.
Oh,
Final 4,
The
baby.
final
Hey.
4.
you're doing great, sweetheart. It's something that Michael Turner says a lot on the stage. Also something that you can say to your server at the diner. It's a very, in 2018, that's my pick for this Final Four. What a beautiful Final Four.
All right, are we ready to ranch? So we're going to
Let's
go on
go.
head to head.
Let's
First
go.
matchup. First
The
matchup.
stage is-
Let's see who wins in the first matchup. The picks were. Shout out to Building
Oh,
7.
there it is, baby.
Shout out to Building 7. Make
Shout out to Building 7.
Stakes it over. The stage is yours. Buildings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The stage is not yours. Shout out to Building 7.
Okay, Dickie
Also,
V.
buildings 1 and 2 did fall, though.
Okay. And on the other side of the bracket, looks like I've Seen Moonlight.
Oh!
So head to head, the
Somebody's
final
awake.
matchup. The
Also,
final matchup.
You know who hasn't seen Moonlight is everybody that was in Building 7. I thought we were riffing.
What
I thought
a
we were
matchup
spitballing
we've
here.
got
That's a hot
here.
mic. I'm sorry.
Wow.
What a matchup.
died.
Shout out to Building 7 versus I've Seen Moonlight.
All right,
Can
Dickie.
you guys believe it? Mike's Madness, can we make some noise for the head-to-head matchup? Shout out to Building 7. I've Seen Moonlight. Hold on. Who's got the bracket? Who picked shout out to Building 7?
Told you to bring your brackets.
Nobody.
Shout
So
out
we
to
got
Building
Jess
7.
Dykstra did it.
we
Maybe
get
somebody
the
in the
rest?
back.
Nobody picked it.
Hey, you know what? They
Nobody
never
picked
do.
it. The dudes who were taking books at the Weird Circle Gang picked it, and that's where I'm making my money. Who picked I Seen Moonlight? Let's see the results.
Let's get a drum roll, Dickie V. Can you give me a drum roll? And the winner of Mike's Madness Finals, shout out to
Building 7! What an upset!
Shout out
The
to
Cinderella
Building
story, baby!
We made it, baby! We made it, baby!
Hey! Did anybody win? I don't think anybody won.
If you won the bracket, come up. We
Did
got some
anybody wanna
12
say that they
prizes.
won?
Who
Did
won?
you win?
Who had challenge to Building 7 in their bracket?
Did Jess
Who
Dykstra
got
have
out
it?
bringing
Jess
bracket?
Dykstra won.
Come on up, Jess Dykstra.
Jess
Take
Dykstra
this
won.
prize. You won.
Yeah, Jess Dykstra won the
Wanna present her the
bracket.
prize?
He got
You
a
won
can of
it's a can
SpaghettiOs.
of SpaghettiOs
get
with
the
meatballs.
SpaghettiOs.
Say some words to the people for shout out to Building 7. Shout out to Building 7.
Give her the light, Trevor.
Give her the
Shout out
light.
to
Get her out
Give
of
her the
here.
light.
That was
Thank
weak.
you.
It was weak as fuck. It was weak as fuck. Thank you, Dickie V.
Dickie V,
Hey,
baby.
March Madness is my favorite time of year. Mike's Madness is my favorite time of year. I'll see you guys next March.
Bye,
Give
Dickie
it up.
V. Before
up
your
for
ball
Dickie
cap
V.
falls off. I like how a Dickie V impression is really just screaming.
It's a really good
It's really
impression.
just-
It's really good.
One of the best.
It's one of the best.
That is Dickie V. I can't believe he flew out. It's a big weekend for him to fly out.
It is
here
a
for
big weekend for him to
that.
fly
Did
out for
Herm
Bird
Edwards?
City.
Is Herm Edwards here? yet?
Herm Edwards is not here. It would
We
be great
need
if
to
he
get
was.
Herm Edwards here.
All right, guys, that is the end of the front of the show. You guys were really just fine. So we're going to get into the guests of the night. Is everybody ready for the guests we have on the show? Okay. So, since this is the Bird City Comedy Festival, I'll explain what we're going to do tonight, okay? We have several guests that are going to take the stage. They're not comedians. We're not comedians. No one in this room is a comedian. A guest will get up here, and they will become a paid performer. Like I said last week, this week's Sucks Tonight is the first and only paid weekly show. And so we have a lot of money to give these guests, baby. Every guest will come up here, and they'll start as a guest, and then they'll metastasize into a paid performer. It'll be really great for the scene. So who's ready for our first guest?
I don't think anybody is.
I don't think anybody's ready
We're
for our
going to
first
pay you
guest.
$5, so as good as you do, you can get up to $5.
You can get up to $5.
So just be great. You can
Who's
also
ready?
get as little as 0.
Who's ready for our first guest tonight? I want to hear some noise, guys. How's the middle of the room doing? You guys ready for the first guest tonight? Is the bar ready for the first guest tonight? All right. Our first guest coming to the stage is a person that used to live here, and she doesn't live here anymore. Please give it up for Kirsten Albert. Give it up for Kirsten
Oh,
Albert.
there you
guys.
go. Look at this, a white woman. It's your stage.
I drive a really cool, loud, fast car because I want everyone to know how big my pussy is. Guys,
You're a comic in LA. I doubt you own a car.
guys, if you have a small penis, don't be self-conscious about it. Okay, just show it to us. We just want a guy who can make us laugh.
Shout out to Louie.
That's all that we
All
want.
right. Don't.
Oh, sorry.
Mm-mm,
Is that
mm-mm,
okay?
mm-mm.
Shout out to Building 7. Sorry, I meant
Yeah,
to say.
no,
shout
yeah,
out to
it's
Building
better.
7. Somehow Building 7 is better than Louie.
I love helping people. Like I give money to the homeless, but only to women because I don't have to pay them as much. So works out for both of us. I've been stressed out. I've been looking for a new place to live recently, so I put an ad out on Craigslist. And I got a couple responses, but this one guy emailed me and he was like, "You can live at my place for free in exchange for cleaning and BJ's."
It's a good deal.
That actually is a good deal. I own property on the west side, and I've got it for less than that. So
Yeah, I emailed him back and I was like, "Dude, are utilities included? 'Cause that sounds great."
you definitely want to do it with the lights on if you do that. I agree.
Yeah, you want those lights to be
You
on.
want to do that with the lights
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
You always do.
And then I got another email from a guy and he was like, "You can live at my place for free in exchange for BJ's." So I emailed the first guy back and I was like, "You're not going to believe this." But I found a way better deal. I don't have to do any cleaning. It's going to be great. I don't.
This is a structured joke.
These are all
the first
structured
time-
jokes. This is the
first
fucked
time
up part.
anybody's ever given us structured.
This is one of the first times we
jokes.
heard several structured jokes in the first few
premise,
minutes.
There's a setup.
So we're all fucked up on
there's a
it.
pun- Yeah, we've never seen this actually.
There's a lot of go ahead.
great.
The stage is yours. Stage is yours.
Oh, you're great.
Okay.
You're doing great, sweetheart.
Thanks, pumpkin.
Mike, please.
Sorry.
I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I've heard that if a dog bites you and won't let go, you're supposed to stick your finger in its butt.
Yep.
Which,
Sure.
like, when I heard that, I was like, that's so stupid. Like, why would I reward them for that?
I feel like you're speaking right to my soul on that one.
I'll reward you.
I would never bite you.
Jesus Christ.
When I was younger, my parents taught me that telling the truth is always the right thing to do, especially if you want to hurt someone's feelings. Like one time these bullies were like, you're stupid, flat-chested, band nerd, virgin with acne. And my mom and dad were like, look, sweetie, we're just being honest. You're a loser. Don't talk to us.
This is going well.
I think it's good. Do your parents still love each other?
I'm confused as to how does this work. Am I doing this right?
You're
I
doing
just
really
be
good.
yourself.
All right.
Like I
Just
said
be
earlier,
yourself.
we haven't
All right.
heard this many structured jokes since the Bush presidency. Actually,
I think yeah. It was
we haven't heard it in a while.
Second term.
We're kind of
Alright.
thrown
My favorite
off.
term.
All right.
We're a little thrown off.
Yeah.
We thought you were gonna be bad. That's why we put you up first.
You never know who you can trust, you know? Like when I was younger, and this is true, I took piano lessons from a pedophile. Yeah, we didn't know he was one, obviously. You know, when we Googled him, it said he had a record. We were like, wow, he's good, you know? We just thought his mugshot was his album cover, you know? We're like, cool, this guy's indie, you know? Don't worry, he got arrested before anything happened. Like, the cops were like, did he touch you? And I was like, only with Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. He's really talented.
Celebrating Ludwig van
Yeah, that's
Beethoven
actually-
earlier
that's a
tonight.
good
It's a
callback.
topical joke.
Ludwig.
Trying to tie it in. You know.
I'm still
don't know.
confused by your sock things that are going on. in your
These
shins.
are leg warmers.
It is Phoenix, Arizona.
I
We're
know,
in
but
right
it gets chilly at nighttime. Where are my cold girls at? See?
now. Oh, these bitches are cold in August. That don't make no damn sense.
Yeah, what
Talking
is
about I forgot my jacket. Well, bitch, we're seeing Black Panther for the 5th time. What do you think this is? It's cold in the theater every time. The power of the Black Panther.
the power of the Black
I
Panther?
still haven't
stripped
seen
away.
Black
They stripped
Panther.
away
And
from
then
you.
somebody else gives them a jacket, and I gotta ask if that their king. You know what I mean? Stage
No.
is yours.
I
Stage
don't
is
know
yours,
what
sorry.
you mean.
You still haven't seen Black Panther?
No.
Mm,
So I don't get the references. But I hear it's good, though. No, I
Yeah,
just
talk to him on that one.
I
I
just don't go to
mean-
the movies that much.
I mean, I thought you were pretty white because you were dressed like a pumpkin spice latte. But
She-
hearing that you haven't seen Black Panther just took it way up there.
no, I do
You
want to
look
see
like
it.
you're-
I'm not like trying to not see it.
You look like you're trying to camouflage as a bag of Cheetos right now.
You look like you're constantly late for Woodstock somehow.
You look like you're going to the White House to be on top of Donald Trump's head.
Were you at every women's march this year, or just the ones you organized? Just the ones you organized, probably.
Michael, that's
I'm
very
sorry,
rude.
I'm sorry.
That's very rude.
That's her comedy credit.
Please
What were you
stop.
on? You're on Conan or anything like that? No, I was at every women's march in 2017, 2018.
Michael, please. This is disrespectful.
killed it.
The stage is yours. We
Yeah.
apologize.
A lot of change happening.
I actually didn't march at all.
You didn't?
No, I
Oh,
just-
those leg warmers are bringing you down.
Yeah, I'm just a poser.
Hmm.
I've been reading about Dr. Seuss and the suicide of his
Oh,
wife.
looks like you got the light on that joke.
Or that's a
Alright.
truck coming.
Yeah, either
Does that mean I'm done?
you got
No.
the light on that joke or God is done listening to you.
Wrap it up.
I mean, just be yourself.
Be yourself. Just
Tell
do
couple, two more
two more
structured,
structured jokes.
and
You're
then
doing-
we'll have a challenge for you if you want to do one more.
2 more.
oh,
structured
Mike has
jokes.
Mike has a secret challenge.
Me and my boyfriend, we fight a lot. We love each other, but we fight a lot. Like the other day, he told me I was suffocating him, and that was the last thing he said. He's
That's
dead
cool.
now. I used to want to wait until my wedding night to have sex for the first time because I thought it would be cool for my something blue to be my husband's balls. but now it's just by something old. And saggy.
And if you want to do one more joke, if you can make it to 10 on this Bop It, you get one more joke. So if you can do 10.
Oh, yeah, that's the challenge we have
If
every
you do
week.
10 Bop It's,
If you can
pull
make it
you're going
to
to want to
10.
Bop It, pull it, or twist it.
Yeah, there's 3 options.
So maybe Bop It first. How
Yeah.
was your childhood? Was it okay?
So put the microphone on the stand. If you want to
So
go
yeah,
for the
you wanna
Bop
maybe
It
mic it up.
challenge, you're welcome
This is
to
the
it.
Bop It challenge.
The
You
Bop
get-
It challenge,
so you can
debuting
earn
at
you-
this
you can
week's
earn
Sucks
you
Tonight
one more
tonight.
structured joke.
It's a Bop It challenge.
So maybe Bop It one time.
Bop It?
So it's
Okay.
going to tell you to Bop It and then maybe pull it.
Up.
Get
That's
the
it.
fuck off
Up,
my
all right.
stage.
All right, give it up for Kirsten Alberts. That is it.
Bop's on
That's all
all
it
the
takes.
shows.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Very
She didn't
good.
even twist it.
Wow.
That's
Incredible.
probably not good for the guy she's giving BJ's to. She doesn't know how to twist it?
She doesn't even
Or
know how
pull
to
it?
twist it or pull it.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yo.
Wow.
You might need to throat that a little bit more than you want
All right, guys. Like I said, this
Look, Ma,
is.
no
I
hands.
forgot to put the Bird City badge. This is the Bird City Comedy
Oh,
Festival. I
Bird
put the
City,
Bird
there
City
it
badge
is.
up there. We're going to
Bird
keep pushing
City.
along, get our guests up here. We're going to go straight through guests. So, Brandon, you could just keep those lights pumping all night. Bring the room temperature down.
Also,
Make
give it up for
intimate in there.
Brandon.
Give it up
One
for Brandon.
time, the
one more time.
bartender back there, Brandon. Are we drinking in this bitch?
I'm sweating. I do need another of that red until I'm dead. If I can get another glass of that red.
And if you guys, you can order a Tecate for $9.11
Yeah,
also. I think
so-
Tecates are $9.11.
Our next guest
Mugs
coming
are
to the
$9.11.
stage is a person who has been on this stage before, and this is the second time they're on this stage. Please get up for Kelly McKennedy.
Oh.
I just wanted to be an asshole.
You're losing payment right now.
Oh, we didn't pay
We
Kirsten
didn't
Alberts.
pay. We didn't
Actually,
pay Kirsten
owe,
Alberts.
We owe Kirsten Alberts, I think, $1.
It's $1.
Yeah,
Wait,
we'll give you a dollar.
We'll give you a
what
dollar.
did I lose?
You didn't lose anything yet.
Stage is yours.
You're losing it by
This
the
is a
moment,
white
though.
woman's stage.
I've
We've
heard
had
it's a white woman's
we've had
stage.
2 white women on it so far. If you guys don't know, a white woman built this stage in 1873 with her bare hands.
You're welcome.
Yes. So we
Oh,
thank
gee,
you
yeah.
for this stage. We thank you for the current presidency. We thank you for most of the racism in the world. So
Also, shout out to Roseanne, because they
shout
brought
out
it
to
back.
Roseanne.
It's great.
I just started watching Roseanne for the first time. That's all I wanted to add.
No one believes you.
So did
No,
all
it's
of
true.
Ohio.
It's true. I'm not from LA because I'm visiting here from LA. I'm originally from New Jersey.
Yikes.
Yeah. So
That is the strangest claim to LA I've ever heard.
Yeah. How far
I'm
can
from
you separate?
LA, but I'm not in LA.
But also Jersey.
Jersey.
What I'm trying to say is I'm a trash person. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, we could tell by your
We
Yeah,
picked up
yeah.
on that.
Cool. I got a YOLO tattoo.
Yeah, you look like you're doing a cosplay as a Black Panther and you're missing the blackface.
Never mind.
It's a hot mic. I'm sorry about that,
Oh,
Black
you
people.
got the
I
hot
just-
mic now?
That's
I thought
what
I
white
had the hot
people
mic.
do.
That's
and
the
so
hot
I'm
mic.
sorry about
I'm
that.
sorry about I'm sorry.
Wait, does
I
Black
apologize.
Panther wear
You're
shorts?
learning.
Does Black Panther
In the
wear
summertime.
All right. No, but I'm from New Jersey, so that means I'm a trash person.
That's accurate.
Yeah. It's cool. I think there's 2 types of people in this world, trash people and non-trash people. Only difference is trash people have more fun. Like, when was the last time you wore leopard print and didn't have a fucking blast? Are you having fun right now? Are you having fun?
A party ain't a party
Are you
till
having
I
a
run
fucking
through it.
blast?
Flower
She's
print
like,
ain't having
no.
fun. Leopard print, she's out here. She laughed at the 9/11 bit.
She's like,
And that's fun.
what I'm trying to say is she's having fun. Every time a Jersey person's on here, we call you out. Is that what happens? Sorry.
Actually, if we knew you were from Jersey, you wouldn't be on here. But here you are.
If we were what?
If we knew you were from Jersey, we wouldn't have allowed this.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had this.
It's the last time I'll be here. I probably no. I'm just kidding. What else? I think we should teach our kids to aspire to be less, or just become shittier parents. One of those things. Leopard lady's nodding her head.
Ooh.
You don't think we're
Pointing
already
that
doing
out.
that? Somebody convinced all these kids to be activists.
Yeah.
That's not being less.
I don't know. Just
Get
like
a
even
job.
Less than that. Yeah.
Tell you right now, historically, when a white woman has pointed at a black person 2 times, we leave. yeah, that's it. Yeah, you should
She
stop
hit it
pointing
with the
at
"Am I right?" and pointed. I've never done that to a black person.
we
That
usually
is
get out of there.
terrifying.
That's it.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Am
we
I
usually-
right?
Put the hands down. Just
Man,
put
I
'em
wanna
to the side.
point at you, but I don't want you to leave.
I will leave the stage.
All right, cool. No, but I think we should teach our kids to aspire to be less, because I wouldn't be. My parents are really cool. They told me I could do anything and achieve my dreams. That's why I'm doing stand-up right here, right now.
Yikes.
Pretty cool, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty
Yikes.
cool. They should have told me like math was cool or I was ugly. One of those things. Could be doing like some cool accounting shit. Instead, my dad was like, "You're really great in that school play." I was Jupiter. I had one line. I think we should bring back the belt. Think we should bring back the belt? Yeah, bring back the belt.
Oh,
I
she
like
pointed
the
at it 3
leopard
times.
lady.
That's the third time.
That's
You
the
need-
third
you need to get
time.
out of here.
She's about to turn into Candyman.
I
And
don't mean. I'm like being like she's on my side.
and I tell you what,
The only person on your side is this leopard print black woman
The
over
only
here
one, the
somehow.
only one.
And I didn't see that when you walked up first. I
I
didn't
tell
think
you
that
what,
was it.
I had a black mom. When they clap on ass whoopings, you are getting your ass whooped.
Yeah. No, but I think we should bring back the belt. Was I beaten as a kid? No, of course not. Was my dad beaten? Yes. And you know what he has? 401k and the will to live. I don't have that. It's not like I'm like suicidal sad or anything. I just would love to get murdered sad. Because it's really hard to be successful and happy, or one of those things. But if I was murdered, I'd definitely be on TV. Look at me. I'm a basic white bitch.
Yeah, Stone Phillips would be all over that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dateline.
All right, don't shout Dateline out.
Well,
I will. All right. Lester
oh,
Holt.
Man. What else? I like masturbating. I like masturbating a lot.
Pound it.
Well,
yeah.
this is the crowd
But
for
also
it.
pound me later.
Trying to
I
find
can-
out what you guys
I
like.
don't know.
I like it like I like Will Smith all the time, but preferably wearing sunglasses. Think about it.
I don't.
We got the light on that one. That's it.
You
Looks
need
like
the sunglasses for that light.
No,
Thank you,
these are
Trevor.
You got
That's,
the light on of
yeah,
that joke.
That is not a motorcycle coming directly at you. That is
No,
the light.
Trevor's actually never been on a motorcycle
do
his
I
whole
finish
life.
up or do I
got
just leave?
you got 90 seconds of torture left.
How many times have you said that on a date? Do I finish up or should I just leave?
A lot. A lot. I usually am the one that leaves because I don't like to sleep over. I've got a new hobby. I'm an internet bully. Yeah.
Yes.
Bully to misogynistic guys on dating sites. They'll say stuff like, "No offense, you probably look better naked." I like to respond with, "No offense, you probably look better with my dick in your mouth."
Oh, shout out to white men everywhere.
Give it
I'm
up.
gonna
Is
leave
that-
on that. I think that was cool. Bye.
Hey,
Give it up
Kelly
for
McInerney.
Kelly McInerney. Hey, Kelly, we got to give you a payment.
Yeah, Kelly, you've earned, what you earned?
That was $2. There you go. Give it up for
Give
our paid performers.
Paid performers.
Paid
give
performers.
her $2. She
Is
hit
it-
2 different peaks,
It's a
2
great
different
show.
valleys. You
Not
can
a
see
lot.
her at, she's on a mic in Riverside on Thursday, I think, or Bel Air.
It's a Riverside.
Riverside, I think.
She's doing a mic at Coachella, not the festival, just the town.
Just the town. She runs a weekly.
Runs her weekly in Coachella. Is everybody ready for our next guest on the evening? Kirsten Alberts, we still owe you $1, so we'll give you that at the end of the night. Our next
I'll
guest.
tell you what, Kirsten Alberts needs that dollar.
She needs.
She needs that dollar.
Needs
she's
that
she's an Aloe Black
dollar.
song right now.
Will you guys?
The only one we all know. You get it. Am I pointing too hard? I'm
You're
sorry.
pointing really
I'm
aggressively.
sorry.
You're
Am I pointing too
Don't
hard? I
point
didn't
at the
know.
black
Is it-
people.
I pointed at the black. It's the power.
The
of,
power,
the power of the Black Panther.
Panther.
Has been she's the power of the black leopard.
Stripped away
Oh
from
yeah,
you.
there
The
it is.
black
Can I do
leopard.
that? Look at this.
All right,
Look
stop.
at me.
Don't stop it.
Huh? No. Look at him. Mom, look. No. Mom, are you watching?
No.
They said I could do it. The power
No.
of the Black Panther.
We got to get another white
Baba.
woman up here. We got to get
Baba.
another white woman up here.
I'm not ready to be king.
The next guest coming to the stage is somebody who's looking to be a paid performer as well. Please put your hands together for Ella Gale.
Oh, is that I Need a Dollar? What is that? Oh, that's not I Need a Dollar. That's more funky
Hello,
groove.
everyone. Thank you, gentlemen.
See, that's how you start on stage.
That's
you
a
you
good
thank us. You
start.
pander a little bit, hit them with the jokey jokes.
Everyone, I grew up in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Ooh, better than Jersey, not that much better.
It's a city full of mega churches.
Sure.
Full of mega churches. So many mega churches, I think we're up to a full giga church of storage.
Structure. Structure. It's
That's
building.
it's good.
It's building. There's still an opportunity for
Structure.
more.
She's in the premise area.
It's
good.
That's
Stage is
right,
yours.
more structure than Building 7.
Hey! Give her an extra minute, Trevor.
That's what
Give
I'm
her an
talking
extra minute.
about.
She gets it.
She gets
She
it.
gets it.
She's in the zone.
Yeah, Colorado Springs, it's very conservative. My family wasn't conservative, so it was an interesting place to grow up. When I was in high school, the first ever gay-straight alliance formed at my high school, which was awesome. And the school immediately was like, you can't do that, and shut him down. And so
Good
the
school. Oh, I'm sorry.
well, not according to the ACLU, who sued my high school on behalf of those students.
Sounds like a very liberal problem.
I didn't know UCLA did that. It's a good basketball scene.
Stage is yours.
It was, it was great. It was a phenomenal time to be an award-winning high school journalist. I do think youth journalism awards should be called the Newsies. So I went to GSA meetings as a high schooler because a 16-year-old is the perfect person to be doing embedded reporting on queer youth in one of the most conservative cities in the country. And it turned out fine because as far as I can remember, there were no gay kids in the Gay-Straight Alliance. It was 6 straight kids and a faculty supervisor just waiting with a net.
Just trying to figure it out. Do they have good lateral movement? And where they can move by.
I assume they moved better than you.
I got good. First of all, you haven't seen me on the field, nor has anybody in a while, but I was quick.
As I'm sure you understand, conservatives in town got very upset, and I've never really understood why, because when I was in high school, the ultimate gay-straight alliance in Colorado Springs was between our top mega pastor and his wife.
And to be fair, conservatives are always a little angry, and we never know why either. So,
I don't know if the name Ted Haggard rings a bell for anybody, but he's the New Life Church pastor who got caught buying meth from a male escort he was also sleeping with.
I'd like to hear his side of the story. I think that's fair
I'm
to
sure
be so.
he would be able to tell it to you very quickly.
No, I don't want to be
with
assumptive, I guess.
Yeah, the thing is, he and his wife are still married, and he still has a church. It's a smaller church. It's focused on forgiveness, presumably mostly of Ted Haggard.
Wonder if he was married to Hillary Clinton.
Nope,
Sorry,
you're not
I'm
going to make
sorry.
Hillary
She's
Clinton
forgiving.
references. Nope.
I'm saying
Nope.
she's forgiving. It was on
Nope.
a national stage.
No, you're not.
All right.
Well, Mrs. Haggard, she is still just like a very committed hag.
I like all the jokes you give. You got to let people catch up to them a little bit. We got a dumb audience, and that's why I like them.
No, don't talk about my friend Jevin like
If
that.
you've ever seen me put a Photoshop of a dick up here, it kills.
And
You
it's
know what
usually
they-
coming on my head.
Yeah, it's just usually.
It's very fun.
Yeah, they love it.
I'll try to talk slowly enough for at least the two of you.
Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate you, Ella.
Yeah, growing up in Colorado Springs, I played the oboe. It's a double reed instrument, so there's a tiny little hole, and you have to blow through it very hard.
It's also or best offer. So
Okay, Michael, let her finish the joke.
Clarifying,
please.
sorry.
It's very rude.
It's fine. I'm sure, you blow very hard. It's actually a little bigger, though, than your... Yeah, it's basically a breathalyzer for identifying nerds. That, of course, is better than the field sobriety test for identifying nerds, where a cop makes you do all of the prime numbers, but backwards. And when you say, officer, that's impossible, they're infinite primes, that's when they get you. They take you straight to nerd jail, which is constructed from your own personality.
Holy shit, that was a smart joke. Fuck.
I actually bailed out when you started talking about the oboe.
Said prime
Yeah,
numbers, I was out of there.
I zoned out
dog.
on oboe.
Shit.
Tecate 6'9".
That's enough of that.
Because I spent so much time blowing so hard through that tiny little hole, I built up a lot of pressure as a kid in my face and social skills, and so I got terrible migraines. My body was physically trying to stop me from being the kind of person who played the oboe, and it did not work. Look, I know I'm not cool because I lost my virginity at the age I would want my daughter to lose hers. When I moved to Los Angeles, I quit an engineering job, and recently I miss engineering. Let me rephrase that. I miss being the most charismatic person in a room. I live alone. Who lives alone?
Oh, looks like you got the light on
Trevor
that one.
lives alone.
Trevor lives alone. He
Trevor
gave you the
lives
light on
alone.
that one. He started listening to
Trevor
it.
masturbates to hentai porn.
I live alone. I work from home. Where are my people with favorite walls at?
Favorite wall.
Do you have roommates? You have your wife. She counts as a roommate.
That's not true.
Oh, we don't want to hear your personal life.
Do you guys-
don't
do you
know.
live
Nobody asked a
together?
follow-up question.
You live by yourself. I don't actually have anything funny or mean to say to any of you. It's just nice to talk to someone. I decided I wanted to get out of the house more because I would like to identify with Kafka less.
Shout out to Get
and,
Out. I've seen that. I've
Get
seen
Out.
that
He's
movie.
seen Get Out.
I've seen Get Out.
You've seen Get Out.
Better or worse than Kafka?
Probably better. I'm black.
It's better than Kids. I thought Kids was funny though.
What?
Kids was funnier. Get Out was different. It was a
no,
different movie.
No, it's not even the same film.
Well, Casper.
Ella, we apologize. The stage is yours. There's a white woman
It's
stage.
me, Casper.
Oh boy, yeah, I wanted to get out of the house more, so I went to Groupon and I clicked on their activities, the activities section, things to do, and the very first thing that popped up was Ghost Town Tour for One, which is what I call making love to me. That's right, there's gold up in them there hills, but the shaft's unstable.
Is that you gonna leave us with that?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Give
do
it
Give
up!
her $4. Give her $4. She earned. Hey, you earned some money. You earned some money. Give her money over there.
That's a $3 performance right there.
$3.
$3 solid dollars.
We didn't want to pop it though.
We do like to remind people that this is a paid show, the only paid weekly show in all of Phoenix.
Yeah, I never heard of Sunday 7.
Also, I did not shout out the live feed. We record every show every week live. Go on YouTube. This Week Sucks Tonight, TWST, and share the live feed. Or you can watch the whole show tomorrow morning and see your big head up front. You two motherfuckers can see your big ass heads tomorrow on the live feed. All right, give it up one more time for Ella Gale. That was just delightful.
She's doing a mic in Brentwood next week. She's doing a mic in Brentwood. Shout out to OJ.
All right, Michael. That's it. The next performer, the guest coming to the stage looking to be a paid performer is somebody who is the only person that heard the rules of this show. Please give it up for Bree Pruitt.
Okay, get up. Dipset. Uh-oh. Joel Santana.
Extra minute if you know the lyrics.
I think this is the one right here. Everybody, come on, get up.
Nope. All right.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? All right, nice to see ya. I am learning a lot about myself. I just moved to Los Angeles, California, learning a lot. Like when I got to Los Angeles, I knew my race, certainly. I'm a mixed person. I'm white and Korean American. But now I live in East LA where someone speaks Spanish to me every day. Absolutely. I'm kind of leaning into it because it feels good. Because back in my hometown, I was always like a little bit too white looking to just be chill in communities of color, a little bit too other to just be chill in white spaces. And now I don't know that's because I didn't know my true identity as a proud Latina. And I'm learning a lot. Very interesting. Like the other day, I got my nails done in a Vietnamese-owned nail salon. Mexican lady walked in. She goes, manicura. And the ladies were like, pick out a color. And she goes, K. And they go, pick out a color. And she goes, K. And they go, pick out a color. And she goes, K. Then everybody in that nail salon looked at me to solve that problem. It was like, look, I have nothing to offer you. I don't speak any Spanish. And they're like, yes, you do. And I was like, no, I don't speak any Spanish at all. And they're like, yes, you do. When you talk to your abuelita, out with it. And I had to come out to them, as I sometimes have to do. I'm like, what you're seeing here, I'm actually Korean American. And they responded the way a lot of people do, which is to say, no, you're not. They like to say no and then lean in real close. Get a good look. I don't know what they're looking for,
This
but
is
they
the
never find it.
fastest set I've ever heard in my entire life. You sound like every Target employee when they see me walk in.
What happened?
And we've also somehow traveled to East Asia already. This is crazy.
East Asia.
I don't know Asia. We're in Asia.
What's that? Are you asking me where Korea is?
That's exactly what
I think so, yeah. I
set
know
you
that
up
they're
with
the
that.
enemy.
Let's get an atlas out here.
I had an edible and 4 glasses of wine.
You feel
This
good,
is
babe?
freaking me out right now.
Okay. Should I maybe tell a different joke?
You're doing
No,
great,
you're
sweetheart.
doing great.
You're doing
I
great,
like
sweetheart.
It. I like it.
I am a thick woman. I think it's a good time to be a thick woman. Yeah, give it up for thick women, right? We celebrate big
I like
butts.
it. I like it.
We're living in a grand Kardashian age, my friends. You know, big old butts, big ass. Like there are different kinds of thick women. I'm the pear shape, right? Because I have a smaller bust, bigger caboose, which is fine with me. Everybody in this room knows, bigger the backyard, higher the property value. What's up, Phoenix?
Property value sounds like my Pornhub searches.
Hi.
That's Michael.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, that's enough.
Bunch of real estate moguls in the house tonight. That's tight. Sometimes I tell a joke in Boise. People don't know what I'm talking about. Like, we have a patio. We rent. Is that the same thing? No, it's not. That's cute.
I'm Mike. I rent to own.
All right, Michael, you've said enough.
Do y'all know what the expression BBW stands for? Make some noise if you've heard the expression BBW right now. Okay, it's quite a few people. A lot of you hook up on the internet. Good for you. For the rest of you, you should know that BBW is an acronym. Stands for Big, Beautiful Woman. It's something that we came up with because we're having a real branding problem, right?
I thought it was something skinny white men came up with, but I didn't know.
Just let me know when you want to jump in with something great, and then I'll stop.
It's fair.
Great.
That's fair. Take me back to Asia.
I am very comfortable with my skin and bones at this point in my life. You know, no one's going to shame me for the way I look. In fact, I don't think anyone in this bar should feel ashamed about the size of their body or what their body looks like.
That is
right?
a lie.
Just
Everyone should feel ashamed.
The smells.
Should feel ashamed of how you look and for the reasons for being here as well. That's all should feel shame.
Let me just wrap this up on a high note. I'm a straight woman. I'm a heterosexual woman, which is fine. Just the way things shook out this time. I'm very supported by my queer friends. And the other day, I saw a beautiful woman walk into this bar. And my friends were, we were hanging out. I said, oh, my God, this girl is so hot. Maybe I'm on the wrong team here. I don't know. My friends were like, which girl? And I was like, that girl. And they said, that chubby, vaguely ethnic brunette? That girl looks like you. You're not gay. You're a narcissist. I think that's what's happening there. Thank you guys so much. You guys are great. Bye.
Oh, get it up.
Let's get it on. You don't give a
Bree Pruitt.
Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor.
I think she hated me when I said the
I
Asian
do like to pay my performers.
No, she didn't want that.
I'll pay her after the show. I thought that was $2.
That was $2.
That's $2. That was $2 holla. One more time for Bree Pruitt, guys. One more time. All right. The next person coming to the stage is the first person that is indeed not a white woman.
I think this is actually the woman that she was just describing in the joke.
Yeah, he might be a woman. I don't like to misgender people. Please give it up for Big Iris J.
I gotta testify. Come up in the spot, look
guys. So I didn't know much about the show. Our buddy, Brian Ricci.
Oh, your buddy.
Your buddy. That is your friend.
Name dropping.
Yep.
He told me, I don't know, he didn't tell me much. He said we got paid to see Pistol Pete or something after the show.
That's an inside joke.
Oh, that's a deep ref.
That's a deep ref.
Right.
Take a deep breath.
Shout out to
Richie said all the comics would laugh at that. He's a fucking idiot. Fuck you, Richie.
Oh, now you're learning the same thing we learned. Never listen to that
Never
motherfucker.
listen to Brian Rich. He's a piece of shit.
Unless you're in a sports book in Vegas. then run away as far as you can.
Never listen to Brian Ritchie unless he's going to tell you the name of the one soccer jersey he wears.
That's just shit on Richie. This whole
Yeah,
fucking.
we can
podcast.
do that.
We can
Hey,
shit on Richie
buddy.
right there.
Buddy.
You talking about Christian Bale and Newsies? Don't fuck with him. Look at this motherfucker. The only motherfucker that thinks that Scully cap is still in.
What's wrong with the Scully cap?
So much. So much. St.
Right,
Boston? What are
we
you?
apologize.
What is it, Southie?
Well, I didn't know if this was supposed to be topical, so Richie and I were looking up some facts. Found out today that 73 people have been shot by the police up to this point this year, 70 of which were black, which I think is awful that the police are profiling murdering those 3 innocent white people.
Your message to Michael Black.
See, this guy,
Jesus
give him an extra
and
minute.
Emma Newton says, "Hey,
Michael,
boy,
I'm sorry.
No,
Ready to send it?
no, no, not at all.
Off mic, I was going to talk
I don't
about
know.
more about that. I didn't know that we're not. Okay. Trevor, give him a whatever.
I don't know if I
sorry.
should apologize. I didn't do anything, but I'm straight white male, so I kind of feel like I should,
No, that's the
preemptively
problem.
apologize. Like, I don't know what I can or can't say. I got in trouble recently for using the letter S on a word, and I didn't, throw it on the end of a racial slur. My buddy Jamal is moving from L.A. to Seattle, or from Seattle down to L.A., and if you can tell by the name Jamal, he's not fucking white. And
You never know. I
you
never
You
assumed.
never know.
could be
never
from
know.
Portland.
You never know.
No, but he's asking me about the different areas in L.A. He's like, you lived all over. What are the people like in Glendale? I was like, they're mainly, it's mainly Armenians. Armenians is fine, right, Mike?
Well, I mean, it depends how close we're talking to 9/11 about that. I'm still
Okay.
uncomfortable about
Yeah. He's like, what about West Hollywood? I was like, again, you got everybody, but mainly gays. That's fine, right? Gays?
You talking to me?
Yeah, why not?
No comment.
All right. Then he's like, well, where do you live now? And I go, I live in Hawthorne, which is by Inglewood and Compton. He's like, what are the people like there? I was like, it's mainly blacks. And he was like, whoa. I go, what? He goes, dude, you can't say blacks. And I'm like, dude, I fucking pluralized every other group and just threw an S on black. Why can't you say blacks? He's like, I don't know, just as a white guy, you shouldn't say blacks. And I'm like, if across the street there's a group of black guys, and I'm like, hey, there's some blacks. Fuck, it does sound bad. It does sound bad. It does fucking sound bad. But nobody can tell me why. Nobody can tell me why you can't pluralize blacks. The only other group that sounds weird when you pluralize it is whites. You'd be like, hey, look, there's a bunch of fucking whites. But nobody really says that, right? Unless it's a bunch of fucking blacks.
Yeah,
Right.
Jews is subtle.
What is?
Jews.
Jews? Is
Yeah,
it?
people. Yeah, no, it is not.
All right,
I don't know.
Michael.
I'm sorry.
you-
I've been in a room full of attorneys. All I can say.
I got my, I moved to LA. They always talk about when you move to LA, you hope for your big Hollywood break. And I think I got mine. I got a role in a horror movie where I'm playing a demon statue in hell that comes to life and I swing an axe at this girl's head, right? So I go in for makeup test, 3 hours. And the director's like, yeah, in the movie, we may have you go shirtless. I was like, shirtless? It's like, dude, I don't even fuck shirtless. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Fucking yuck. People do that? Ugh.
You're
Fucking
doing
terrifying.
Winnie the Pooh style is what
Yikes.
it's called.
Yeah, fucking.
That's a Tony
Shout out
Baker
to Tony
joke.
Baker.
That
That
is
is
a
a
Tony
Tony
Baker.
Baker
Yeah.
Shout out to
joke.
Tony Baker.
That is a Tony Baker joke.
giving credit.
That Michael James Turner
stole.
stole on a
I
live
just
show.
used it. I
He
wish I
did
had
Tony
steal
Baker.
it.
I know
He
Tony.
is a hack.
Hashtag
Fuck
Tony
him.
Baker voice.
All right. Tony Baker, good comic. I told him, I was like, that's the last thing a girl would ever want to see is just me on top of her huffing and puffing and sweating and my tits in between hers like some fucking weird Newton's Cradle. Only 3 people ever get the Newton's Cradle reference.
I think
Nobody
we're
ever
stuck
gets it.
on the visual eyes of your tits.
Well,
It's tough.
I'm Breeze fucking that lady.
Were you
Bree
an
was
extra
just
in Game of Thrones? This is fucking ridiculous.
No.
You weren't? No.
There's a
You're doing great, sweetheart.
this is a white
Thanks-
woman
thanks,
stage.
Mookie.
Please, if you would just give him, it's a white woman stage. You look like Roseanne cosplaying as John Goodman.
You look like if they actually had a kid.
That was good. Getting older, I starting to notice the signs of getting older. I used to carry condoms in my wallet, but I can't anymore because now it's filled with Tums and Rolaids and Zantac and all this other shit I never needed. My body's changing, this area, my fucking Sacagawea.
Your
Like
body's changing, but your style still stays with shell toe Adidas. That's fun. Shout out to 1997.
Sorry, I'm not wearing an oversized suit.
Actually, we got this custom fit. It's pretty good.
For who?
For Fred Savage in the Wonder Years. It's the only thing I could afford.
I like
It
it.
was when I was younger.
No, it's I used to have this. Is that a light you're about to give me? Is that
Oh,
what
I
you're
don't give
Oh,
a
you're
light.
gonna know
Trevor
the
gives a
light.
light. You'll
The
know
light's
the
gonna
fuck.
be a
That
track.
is
Oh,
the
no,
light.
that's not the light.
That
Don't
is
give him-
not the
Give him
light,
an
but that
extra
is-
minute. He's huge. He
That
could
is
beat us
what
up.
the light looks like.
Is this where I ask, hey, do I get off now or do I keep going?
Think of it like
Oh,
the check
isn't
drop.
everybody doing that?
Think of it like the check
Look at
drop.
this. This is
I'm a
like the
fucking hack.
This is like the regular.
I don't know. I'll tell you this. I'll say this. I'm single. Dating comics is the worst because all we want to do is get a laugh, whether we're on stage or off stage. And when you get comics around each other, it's like DEFCON 10, trying to one-up each other with pranks and practical jokes. I'll give you an example. 3 months ago, I'm in a green room with 3 other comics. This other comic, Dean, comes in late. He's hammered. He walks in. He just goes, "What's up, guys?" We're like, "Hey, what's up, Dean?" He goes, "Oh, not much. I got a new tattoo. Want to see it?" So we're like, "Sure, Dean. Show us this new tattoo." He goes, "All right." He lifts his shirt up, undoes his pants, and drops everything. Fucking jeans, underwear, everything. And we're sitting down, so we're fucking eye level with his personality, right? So he drops everything. Immediately, all of us are like, "Jesus Christ, Dean, what are you doing?" Then we go, all right, show us this new tattoo. He goes, "Oh, okay. It's right here on my arm." All right, I got to go. Thank you. Appreciate
Oh,
Hey,
what?
Big Irish
Give it up
J.
for Big Irish J, guys. Give
Big
it up
Irish
for him.
J. Oh, good to see you, too. He'll be doing an open mic in New Brunswick by accident next Thursday.
Yeah, he'll be doing a headlining set on the L train headed to New York.
L train, yeah, he's going on a D train from Brooklyn into the city. He'll be talking about Jay-Z and Nas the whole time.
All right, one more time for Big Irish J, guys. One more time. Okay, all right. We've had a lot of guests up here. Oh, Big Irish J, I didn't pay you for that set. I like to give payment. I have to give you payment. If somebody would run $2 back there to Big Irish J. Here, Marcus, run it back to him. Give it up for Marcus running payment. He's a payment runner. Marcus is running payment back to the largest white guy you've ever fucking seen in your entire fucking life. We have time for one more guest. How does everybody feel about that? I don't know.
Nobody feels good about that?
I don't know.
Some of these people could be on Stand Up Live within months. We got the
What I
booker
see, I see a room full of about 40 to 50 people that are here at 12:30 on a Thursday. Who's ready to hear our last guest on the evening? That's what the fuck is up. Our last guest coming to the stage is one of the headliners of Bird City Comedy Festival. Give it up for Maggie May!
Hey, everybody! She got the backpack too. She looked like she just robbed somebody. Look at this shit.
She did. She looks like she's running from the law.
And it's not because of your race, it's because of the backpack.
It's
I apologize.
nothing.
No, I'm in a dress and sneakers and a hoodie and a backpack, so clearly I'm almost 30, right?
You look like actually
yeah,
a young
35.
trap rapper.
That's almost 30, right? That's called rounding.
I guess she gave you time to run your fucking mouth. Oh my God, that's a black mom. You got kids?
No.
That is a black ass mom thing she just did right there. She gave you the look.
She says she looks like every SoundCloud rapper I've seen in the last 5 years.
She gave you a look like put the Cap'n Crunch back on the shelf.
I look like I'm about to deliver a whooping.
Yeah. And I'm terrified, but also a little turned on. I'm
Okay.
Mike.
Michael.
I listen.
Yes, all right.
So how you guys doing? You guys are great. Thank you for sticking around. I'm sorry I look like a teen up here. I went and got like color in my hair because I thought it was going to make me look like a badass, because you know in the movies how they make the badass have just that one streak of green, so you know that's not how it ended up being, because I'm 35. I look like the default bad kid from youth group that no one is scared of. You know, the one they put right on the pamphlet, like, hey, skateboarders, come here. She goes here. Let your flag fly for Jesus. One of those. I look like a reasonable bully. Right? Like one from Degrassi or something. Not even the one that shot Drake, just one that didn't narc.
You're the one who convinced Drake to start doing music.
Yeah, you're the one.
Yeah. I didn't go to class, but I was like, hey, Drake, you shouldn't either.
You look like somebody that argues that Lupe Fiasco's early shit was dope.
Okay,
You know what I
that's
mean?
enough. That is a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
I'm more into Screamo because I was messing around with these white boys. And I do date a lot of white guys. I got made fun of a bunch. I was the only black kid growing up. I do want to go on record. I never dated a white guy because black guys are inferior. Black guys are the shit. Are you kidding me?
What's up?
We are out here doing good work.
What's good?
Hey,
Exhibit A.
Hey.
What's good? I'm sweating and shit. I still look good.
Hey, Anwar.
Yes.
Am I doing it right?
Well, don't do that.
Exhibit
It's for
B.
us.
The,
There we go.
the power of the Black Panther.
It's stripped away from you.
It's been stripped
It's
away.
stripped away
Oh,
from you.
me? Oh, from me.
From you.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Dude, black dudes are so dope. I don't care what you guys are into or your preference or whatever. If Idris Elba walked into that door right now with a tank top on, we would all wait patiently in line for a piece of Idris. We would do it. Some of y'all would call your parents while you're in line, like, Mom, I'm 4 people away from sucking Idris Elba dick right now.
Shout out to Stringer Bell.
Oh my God, 3, and she would be so proud of you too. She'd be like, "That's my baby. Go ahead and do it, baby. Do it. Show them how the Washingtons do. You know what? I'm gonna get your dad. See if we can suck a dick as a family, save our place." No, dude. I don't know about everybody else, but I date white guys just because I'm trying to fuck up some bloodlines. That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Noted.
Oh.
I'll wear a
Yeah.
rubber.
I just want to. Yeah. That's what I do. I want to ruin Thanksgiving for your most NASCAR-iest uncle. That's all I want to do there.
Shout out to Uncle Jack.
Please stop it, Michael, if you
And
would.
shout out to Jimmy Johnson.
No,
too,
don't do
while
it.
we're here.
Just show up to dinner with a version of his hate in an Obama onesie. You know? Says, "Yes, we did" on the back just to rub it in.
Yes,
You would make it in the lift.
Just be like, "What did you just say?" And I'll be like, "What did you say, Jack? What did you just say?" "Okay, baby, you go to your papa. You let him tell you what color lives matter." No, I'm only, I usually find myself with the scruffy ones. Like, I pranked my friends pretty hard, and they believed it because the dude in the picture is like the kind of guy I usually date. He just looks like he plays bass in a Korn cover band kind of dude. My type is red flag is what I go after. I pranked him so hard. I did a fake engagement on Facebook, and it went out of control in like 48 hours. We got 1,200 likes on a fake engagement. Like, my fake engagement got more likes than 5 people's real engagements combined. So I won, bitches. How about that? I won. I've ruined Facebook engagements for all my friends. Now they have to be like, "Hey, guys, we're getting married. This is not a joke." Like some of our more immature friends. And they think they're getting me, and they're not. Because, like, I'm now powerful and empowered. I'm the reason for a policy. You know how strong you are if you are the reason for somebody's policy, that, like, you now change the way someone does business. You know how powerful it is, like, just walk up to someone and be like, "Hey, you know why you can't bring a snake into this Arby's?" Right here. They made this plaque over here because of some shit I did 3 years ago. No, man, all my friends got so mad. They were so excited, and then I told them it was a lie. And, well, first they should have known because I didn't do a good job pranking them. Like, I was wearing a wooden ring and smiling my ass off, like that would happen. Are you kidding me? I would get a wooden ring, but I wouldn't be smiling in the picture. I'd be like, like one of these, like, I'm gonna marry the dude, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. One of those. So I told them all it was a lie. They got mad at me for lying to them. I got mad at them for being lying to, it was just a whole thing. And they were like, "Maggie, we're just trying to we wanted you to be happy, okay? Don't get mad at us. We just wanted you to be happy." Like, I don't have a dog and access to unlimited candy. I'm plenty happy, okay? Plenty happy. Do you see any children in my stead? No? Assume I'm happy. All right. No, they got so pissed. I had one woman, though. She was like, "I know you're not really getting married, but you know what, Maggie? He's coming. Your man is coming for you, Maggie. God is sending a man just for you, and he's coming soon." And me, I didn't know I should be worried. I wasn't worried before. All I was worried about before was nuclear winter and people bringing snakes into Arby's. I didn't know that there was a dude out there trying to aggressively wipe me up. Who knew? Who knew? More about me, so you guys get a little to know about me. I'm not drinking right now.
I was going to say, were you going to get into a Janet Jackson song?
Yeah.
Is that the opening?
What are you?
Which
More
one is
about
this?
you.
This
one about you.
I'm losing my voice, but I will throw down on any music any of y'all want to hear.
What you trying to hear, shorty? I'm the DJ tonight.
This is DJ Oxcore right here.
Name the song.
Put 7-Eleven Beyonce.
Beyonce is not on Spotify.
Oh, that is true. Shout out to Tidal. Shout out to Capitalism. Shout out to Hove. Shout out to 4-5. It ain't to play games with you.
You know, I'm not.
It's to aim at you and probably maim you.
If I owe you, I'm blowing you to
Smithereens.
Cocksucker, take one for your team.
If I need
You remember one thing. I came, I
I
saw, I conquered.
From record sales
to
to sold out concerts.
Motherfucker, if you want this encore, I need you to scream until your lungs get sore.
Don't they sound like they're doing karaoke? At a
Yeah, this
strip
just turned
mall?
into a Korean bar in L.A.
Yeah.
Shout out to K-Town. Stage is yours.
The stage is yours.
Yeah, not drinking right now. Not because I.
You got the light on that one. You got the light.
Because I'm not drinking.
There's
I
a
like
harsh light.
drinking though. I'm a good drinker. I just quit. Like I quit for Lent just to prove that I didn't have a problem. But I do love it. Like I drink competitively. That's how I drink. That's the only reason I drink is out of competition. Like my doctor told me once. He's like, Maggie, don't drink while you're on this medicine. It's gonna make you sick. I was like, tell me what to do, please. I pay you a copay. Okay, it's gonna make me sick. How much sicker? I'm already sick. Okay, I will get diarrhea for a buzz. Ask tequila. Okay. Please. And no one ever wants to say anything about my weed problem. Weed is more of a solution for me, and I am good at it. I know it's not. Is it legal here?
Absolutely not.
Medicinal, but I got a dude named Marty who'll get you east side. Where you staying at?
I brought my own.
Oh, okay. I'm Mike. I chill.
Cool. Y'all didn't hear me say that anyway. So I love it. I'm a good are any of you guys functional stoners?
There's 12:30 on a Thursday in Phoenix. Yes. All these niggas are stoners.
I
and
mean,
they
really
all functional
though. Like you go smoke weed, work for the state. That's where I'm at.
This is everyone in the room. Everyone in the room.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm in good company. Like I'm good by myself, but I'm better if you add a little bit of weed. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm better if you add a little weed. I'm like a Wes Anderson movie, you know? I'm like a Wes Anderson movie anyway. I'm melancholy but visually stunning.
Oh, no. Shout out to Isle of Dogs.
You guys are awesome.
Hey, give it $2.
I got $2 for her. And I got a Beyonce song on deck.
You got one? You get a YouTube? Yeah. Is it on Vivo?
It's the only song from Lemonade I bought. Hey!
Hey!
Hey, give it up for Maggie May!
Maggie May one more time, everybody.
Give it up for Maggie May! Give it up for Maggie May! Oh, man, we're at the end of our show, guys. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. This week Sucks Tonight, and this is the last show of the Bird City Comedy Festival. But we do this shit every week. We do this shit every Thursday at 11 p.m. We also broadcast on YouTube. If you want to watch the show tonight and relive what you made the mistake of coming to tonight, tomorrow morning. One more time for Michael James Turner, my co-host. All the guests you saw tonight that became paid performers: Bree Pruitt, Ella Gale, Kirsten Alberts. We had Big Irish J, Maggie May. We had a whole list of motherfuckers, and Kelly Mack in the motherfucking house. We always have one last video to help your week suck a little bit less. And I tell you what, I don't give a fuck if this is funny or not. This is a beautiful fucking video. Here we go. Let's get into it.
What's happening here?
There's a night vision of some owls, and they just chilling. They sleeping.
That's Petey.
And if you look into the darkness there, there's going to be a presence. He's chilling. He's sleeping. He's sleeping.
Like, Petey, what you doing?
There we go. Look, see it coming? You see it coming? There it coming? It's another.
Oh!
Just took him. Look at my man's. Petey!
He's like, Petey!
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 Petey, was that you?
Petey, was that you?
Man, I was dreaming about Maury.
Petey! Guys, thank you for coming out tonight. This Week Sucks Tonight. I remind any Phoenix locals, if you're here next Sunday, Repent with Pastor Mike is next Sunday. I have tickets on me if you want to get tickets. And we're going to watch the slow-mo.
Also,
and
shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Resurrecting. Christ has rise. Christ is risen. Christ will come again.
Oh, yeah. We didn't talk about
my favorite song, man.
Jesus died at midnight.
Christ has died. Christ is risen. Christ will come again.
I think that deserves God's plan. Hey, guys, thank you for coming out tonight.
Some say right from I don't. What? That's how he introed it.
They wish and I wish and I wish and I wish and they wish on me. Yeah. I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you love it on me. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story, shit was different with me. God's plan.
That's what
God's
you play
plan.
on Easter morning, everybody.
I hold back sometimes I won't. Hey. I feel good sometimes I don't. Hey. I finesse down Western Road. Hey. Next. Might go down to G.O.D. Yeah. I go hard on Southside G. Yeah. I make sure that Northside E.
Oh, by the way, guys, we're all going to Gracie's, so go to Gracie's with us. We're all going to Gracie's.
It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish.